What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be explaining a little concept I've thought up about a way that EA and DICE could still earn enough money from Battlefront 2 while keeping us fans happy at the same time. Now, when I say my concept, it's more a mix of a bunch of different systems used in other games such as Rainbow Six Siege and Fortnite and so on. So this isn't so much my own idea as it is a combination of ideas that are already being used in other games. So with all the drama that's been going on with the Battlefront community at the moment, I've been thinking about a few ways they could try and save Battlefront 2 from dying off. And I honestly think they should be trying to save this game and focusing on it for years to come rather than giving up on it and starting to develop Battlefront 3. There's been so many games recently that have had absolutely terrible launches, and rather than just giving up on the games, they've decided to turn around and fix them. The perfect example of this is actually Battlefield 4, which is even made by the same company as Battlefront. That game had one of the most terrible launches of all time, and even a year later the game was still in a pretty bad state, but they did still manage to turn it around, and now that will probably go down as one of the best Battlefield games ever made. I'd rather see this game fixed and continue to be improved for years to come rather than wait until the next game to see some results, and the main idea that's come to mind in terms of fixing it would be to add in some sort of proper seasons that are used in Rainbow Six and Fortnite like I mentioned earlier. So what they could do is try and have a different era or movie for each season, which could be 3 or so months apart, and then each season they'd have a regular DLC that you'd expect for a season, but then also a season pass would unlock a whole bunch of other DLC relative to that season. So as an example, let's just say they decided to do a Clone Wars season for Season 3. What they would do is add in a bunch of free DLC that everyone receives, just like they have been for the game so far. So they might add a few maps into the game like Geonosis and Mustafar, then they might add in Obi-Wan, Grievous, Anakin and Dooku as the new heroes for example, and then maybe even 1 or 2 new weapons or star cards for each class just to try and keep the game a little bit fresher. So this would all be DLC that everyone gets for free, therefore it's not going to split up the community like the Season Pass in Battlefront 2015 did, because obviously not everyone's going to buy DLC, which means half the players are playing new maps and half the players are playing the old maps, which causes a lot of empty lobbies, and it can be a real pain in the ass if one of your friends doesn't have DLC but you do, or vice versa. Now you may be asking yourself how they'd make enough money to keep paying the way for new content down the road if all of this DLC is free, but the way they'd be able to make money off of this is to try and add in a season pass that allows you to level up and unlock new skins for troopers, heroes, and maybe even skins for weapons and stuff like that, just to add some incentive for players to buy this season pass. Now I'm going to make a quick example for you guys as to why this could be really tempting to purchase. So like I said earlier, let's just say they went with a Clone Wars season for Season 3. You'd get the base DLC without having to spend any money on it, but then if you did pay for the season pass, this would allow you to be able to level up throughout the season and unlock skins that aren't available to those who haven't paid for the season pass. You'd start off at level 0, and by completing challenges and in general just playing the game, you'd slowly level up your season pass level. Each level would reward you with things such as new skins, emotes, victory poses, weapon skins, and a bunch of other stuff like that. And like I mentioned, this would just add a little bit of incentive to play the game more and grind away at your season pass level. At level 5 you might unlock an emote that relates to the Clone Wars series, and then at level 10 you might unlock a Clone Trooper skin for your Assault class. At level 20 you might get to unlock a legendary young Obi-Wan skin from the Phantom Menace for example. And then at level 50 you might unlock a legendary Sith skin for Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. And obviously in between all these levels you'd be earning some more common skins and emotes and stuff like that, so there isn't such a big gap in the rewards. At level 75 you might unlock a Senate skin for Palpatine, and then when you finally reach level 100 it could be a legendary Darth Maul skin with his robotic legs or something along the lines of that. I think having a system like this would be absolutely unreal to have, and Fortnite alone has proven how good a system like this can work when it's implemented properly. That game's free, so technically they could just about make no money off it at all, but because it's so fun people are willing to spend money on it, and the season pass is a perfect way to do that. Because if there are people who don't want to pay, then they don't have to, and that's exactly how it should be. The same thing goes for Battlefront. Star Wars fans are absolutely willing to spend money on this game, but when it came in the form of a pay to win, then that was never going to work. With a system like this, then there's no tactical advantage to paying for the season pass, and like I said, there would be so many people willing to pay good money for something like this. Just adding in skins alone will never work, because by the time they've been released, most of us have 100,000 credits sitting there waiting to get the newest skins, therefore there's no point spending any real life money on the game. It also gives another reason for people to come back and play, much like the skin challenges for Luke, Han and Leia. If you don't get the skins in time, then you'll never be able to get your hands on them again, so this would mean everyone will be grinding away like mad to try and get the skins before the season ends. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you've got any other ideas like this, or even any cool skins they could add into this season pass system, then make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know. If you do like the idea of this, then make sure to leave a like, and let's try and get this video out there a bit so that hopefully someone with a bit of influence can see this, and who knows, maybe one day something like this will be implemented into the game. If you are new to the channel, then feel free to subscribe. I'm currently rolling out my newest map guides in the series, so turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.